Okay, and I'm going to give a little background to this story. Yesterday, I was watching with Adam videos on TV from some people that we both like to watch, on their videos, and we had them in watch later, and we go and watch them. And one woman that we were rather new to watching, she is around my age, and she mentioned this about trolls. Well, trolls I'm used to. I started making videos 4 years ago on a different channel, and I've been making them ever since. And trolls, and I've heard of people from the same group that we watch, like they're at home and somebody actually, a viewer just comes to their door, thinking, they have some kind of right just to walk to their door. And they don't think of them as this is a human. This is a human. They have their own life. They don't want people stalking them. That's what it kind of comes down to. Stalking is usually considered something that has an evil intent. Now that to a person can feel like that, be that even. They're not. It's not just abuse. Is not just about physical abuse. Okay, there are other kinds of abuse. Now I've seen that. I've heard people talk about on their videos, people threatening them, along that line that they're going to come after them or whatever. And she even mentioned, this woman in her video, about somebody else who's been experiencing that kind of threat, and we don't really know what is all going on. They're not really saying, but this woman, she talked about a new thing. Okay, and I got the basic gist of it, is that I've not heard of it before, but it's basically groups of people that this is their whole purpose. And it's not the big, huge YouTubers that they're after. It's more of the smaller YouTubers they're going after. And basically they're stalking them and harassing them. Okay? Verbally abusing them, psychologically abusing them all around. Okay? And threatening, from what I understood of it. Now, I've heard of, like I said, other things, and yeah, it's kind of falls under the same umbrella in a way. So this was what was on my mind when something happened. I mean, I had just watched it when something happened. Okay, now, the something that happened, my house is marked, no trespassing, beware of dogs, and so on and so forth, and there is no way a person can come to the door and not know that. Okay. It even states it on the doorbell. If they have to search for the doorbell, it's right there. Okay. Now, and I did this because we have a lot of people coming to the door, especially in the summertime. There are people out, you can go outside and see people walking around. They're trying to sell something. Okay. Usually like roofing, and they had this special, and your neighbor sent us over. So I said, I'm going to stop that. Now, one of our neighbors, kind of like almost across the street, is a police officer. Okay, and I think I've mentioned this. It's the woman who owns a house, her adult son. Okay, so yeah, the police. If we call the police, they're right here. And that guy actually scared me one time, because apparently he was patrolling the area. Something he, took him, made him think that something was wrong at outside our house or something. It was nighttime. Oh my goodness, it scared me. But anyway, so I have my house marked no trespassing and all that. Yeah. Well, yesterday, after watching that video, the doorbell rang. Okay, we don't get people, if people we know are coming over, we know they're coming over. If, people that we know, they inform us. That's the polite thing to do these days. You don't just drop over. Now, every blue moon there might be somebody that we know, but usually not. It could be a neighbor or something that has a problem. Maybe they locked themselves out their door or something. We had a neighbor that came over one day, and she informed us that she got scared because of our warnings about no trespassing. And she wasn't sure she should ring the doorbell. But anyway, after watching that video, fresh on my mind, these people who stalk small YouTube channels and actually in person. Well, the doorbell rang, and Adam, said, go see who it is. Go see who it is. So I went to see, and I look out the little window, and they can't see me, but I can see them. And from what I could see, it was 3 people, 3 men, but there may have been more. Okay, and nobody I knew at all, and I know he doesn't know him either. So I don't go to answer the door. Well, he comes toward me because they ring it again. Now the sign says no solicitation, no trespassing, all this kind of stuff, but they're going to do it. And I walked toward him after I saw that, and the doorbell rang again, and he got up to go to it, and I pushed him back and said, no, because the way they looked scared me, really. And so I went back into the living room. We were watching TV. This was at like 8:30, 8:15, 8:30, somewhere around there, at night. No, really? So we went and watched, kept watching the TV show we were watching. And they ring it 2 more times. Now they paused, waited, rang the doorbell, paused, waited, rang the doorbell. 4 times, okay, a total of 4 times. Now that is a person, I would never answer the door. Anyway, I won't answer the door no matter what. If I look out and I don't know that person, not answering the door. I used to at first, yeah. And one young woman, actually, she was trying to sell something. She actually saw the sign. I said, did you see this sign right here? She said, yeah, but and started trying to sell, and I shut the door, and she kept talking. With the door shut, she kept talking, and that wasn't the first one who did that. One was a guy, just stood out there talking as loud as he could, even though I shut the door in his face. Okay, seriously. These people that do this. I'm not going to open the door to anybody anymore. And that kind of person, no. I can easily call the police and they're right here, that kind of thing. And, well, anyway, this one that did that, it was just shocking to me. And the more I've thought about it more deeply, this is someone who's dehumanizing you. And I've thought this before. It really isn't the first time. But they only see you as money to them. And I've thought this before, not too long ago. You are just a means to their end, and that is to make money. You are not a human. You're on this planet to serve their purposes. Their purposes. And that's all there is to it. You, the homeowner who has it marked, no trespassing, you don't have as much right to it yourself, to your home, your property, than they do. Okay? No, that's not true. That is not true. Now, some people you tell this story to, and they'll find ways to say that you are somehow wrong. The kind of people who are much like them, like the ones that ringing your doorbell. And it's along the line of, well, you should expect that. Or why did you open the door in the first place? Blaming the victim. People will do that. They will blame the victim. It might have been that I was waiting there because I thought somebody that I invited over was at the door, and I opened the door and, what? It's this. But no, you're at fault. To the people who are like that, you're at fault. Okay. And plus, they leave trash on your door. Whole tons of trash, of flyers, of this, of that. I actually picked up the phone and called one of them one time and said, my door is marked. Why did you leave this here? Well, let me tell you what we have. That pure salesperson. Now, I've heard that salespeople are often sociopaths or psychopaths. That's a good job for them. And I've always thought that too, especially like going to buy a car. Oh my goodness, buy a car or furniture. Now, I'm not saying everybody who works there. I'm not saying everybody who's in sales or anything. Any job. That they're all this. But I've heard that. That not all of them, but a large amount of them, large number of them, that's the kind of job they, because they have no feeling of you as being human. It's all about them, what they earn from it. But yeah, the people who knock on the door like that, that's how I see them. That is exactly how I see them. How dare they? It is marked, okay? You are on camera. So, wow, they have the nerve. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, and share on your own social media if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.